Boxing King Media Association with Boxro. Tony, Bellew, as you've said, you need to get home safe, so we'll fly through this one.
Oh, lad, you're on it. Home safe to the wife and kids.
That's it. So, you know, when this fight got announced, were you one of these that was for it, or were you against it?
I don't really pay much attention to the media and fights getting made, what's going on with this, what's going on with that. It's not my kind of thing. What I will do is I'll talk about it because that's my job. I'm paid to do it. I'm a pundit, so I'll look at the situation, the scenario, I'll analyse it and I'll break it down and I'll go with it.
Obviously, you've been around the game a long time. You know, all this Chris Eubank Jr. eating whatever he wants in the build-up to the fight, saying he's 60%. Yeah, he's just playing, isn't he?
A man who's 60% can't win this fight. There's no two ways about it. Cannot win this fight at 60%. Not possible. Well, not with a kid like that in front of you. Someone like Benn, he's young, he's vibrant, he's vicious, he's hungry, he's relentless. He only knows victory. This boy doesn't know what losing is yet. No one's beating that kid at 60%. The best fighter in the world ain't beating him at 60%. I'm telling you. So we know Chris Eubank Jr.'s level, and it's a good level. I'm not discrediting what he's done because he's a really good fighter. He's got some good wins in his career, but in the grand scheme of things, this is a hard fight for him because this kid's not going to stop. He's not going to give up. He's not going to spew. He's not going to throw the towel in. He's going to keep coming, and you've got to make a weight you've never weighed before. And I don't want to play on that making weight thing because he wouldn't have agreed to that weight if it weren't reasonable, and it weren't makeable. It is reasonable, it is makeable, and they agreed it, so it is what it is.
Would you make a senior saying he's boycotting the event? Do you think he's just playing games?
Do you know what? I have no comments to make with regards to that, purely based on the fact of my heart goes out to that man right now. All I can think about what he's gone through in his personal life, and I have no bad comments to say whatsoever. What he said, what he does, my heart goes out to him and his family. So I have no bad comments to say whatsoever about him.
I just want to quickly get your opinion on AJ Fury. Sounds like it's off. Who do you think that suits out of the two fighters?
It's been off since he said it was off. Was that last week? I've lost track of the days, of how many days it's on, it's off. That's it now. I'm done with you. I'm moving on. You announce Manuel CHARR, and then all of a sudden you get a backlash, and now it's all of a sudden back on. So I don't know where we're at with it. All as I could say is, from my perspective, if AJ comes out tomorrow off the back of 2 defeats and said I'm fighting Manuel CHARR, could you imagine the backlash? Would you want to see AJ v Manuel CHARR? Do you want to see Tyson Fury vs Manuel CHARR? There's your answer to everything. So I don't know why he would even entertain Manuel CHARR. I don't know, but listen, this is boxing. Strange things happen, and people get confidence of strange things, so it is what it is.
Last question on Joyce. Where do you see him fitting into this heavyweight mix? Because people are saying he's the second best heavyweight on the planet now, or third.
I mean, you're saying he's the second best heavyweight on the planet based on what? That he defeated Joseph Parker. I mean, Tyson Fury defeated Joseph Parker when he was a world champion undefeated. There's a lot of smoke being placed on that win. I'd rate Joyce massively, by the way. He's a problem. He's a problem for anyone. Any man who's not going away and keeps throwing punches and he weighs over 17 stone, he's a fucking problem. So, Joyce is for real. And until someone bursts that bubble, mate, he's a problem, a big ass problem. So, I'm not sure who's going to beat him because, as I say, in a division full of good fighters, and there is some decent heavyweights, he could be the last one standing, because any man who can take what he can take is a problem. I'm sorry to keep repeating it, but that's what he is. I'm not saying he has this fantastic out offense or this great boxing brain. He's okay. He does the basics, the fundamentals okay. He's got a good jab. He's strong. He's extremely fit. But make no mistake, his greatest asset is his durability. And when he won't go away and he just keeps coming on you, these heavyweights aren't conditioned to keep on going. No heavyweight is. Bar Usyk. He is the only one who's conditioned to keep going and going and going. That's because he's a cruiserweight. So always remember, cruiserweights are heavyweights that have to make weight. So we have to be in a certain kind of shape.
Do you not think Tyson's conditioned to do 12? He's done it a few times.
Of course he is. He's conditioned, but at his own pace. We've seen what happens if the pace is forced. He tires. He likes to hold on. It's got to be at his pace. If it's not his pace, he's in trouble. And if he fights Joyce, it won't be at his pace, trust me. Don't get me wrong, he won't miss Joe Joyce for about 10 rounds, but believe you me, them last 10 rounds, whoever's beating Joe Joyce with the better boxers, it's going to be good. But them last 2 rounds, whoever's in front of Joe Joyce, you are going to fucking hell. Someone might, even Alexander Usyk is going to ping him for 10 rounds. He's going to make a fool of him for 10 rounds. But trust me, rounds 11 and 12, I don't care how good you are, who you are, rounds 11 and 12 against Joe Joyce, you're in a problem. The only one I foresee being able to maybe put a dent or burst the ball is Deontay Wilder. That's the only one I can see. And if it is Deontay Wilder, he'll be ahead when he fights Deontay Wilder, because his fundamentals are far better than Deontay Wilder. His amateur experience and pedigree stands him far ahead of Deontay Wilder. Even though Deontay Wilder is an Olympic bronze medalist, it's I don't know, it is what it is. But listen, Joe Joyce is a problem, man. He's a top 5 heavyweight, without shadow of doubt. And I don't base that on the performance against Joseph Parker, because for me, the win against Joseph Parker isn't better, possibly, than the win over Daniel Dubois. I mean, the collapse of Daniel Dubois under the pressure of Joe Joyce was overwhelming. It really was. And he took everything off Daniel Dubois. Joe Joyce had a good first few rounds, exactly how I predicted it went. But he couldn't keep up the pace. And as I said before, the man who doesn't go away has got a big problem.
Definitely. Tony, I'll let you get home. Safe to your wife and kids. Appreciate it.
Thank you very much. Keep watching this.